Hi friends, it's Josh and welcome back to another episode of Slime Rancher 2. We're doing once again another whole heap of resource collection for today. We're starting with once again checking out where we're sitting for our refinery. I'm going to go around the ranch and just once again, same as last time, collect all of the plorts, and instead of chucking them into the machine to cash them in, we will throw them into our refinery. I will have a look today to see if we're able to find any gold slimes as well, so we can get some gold plorts to chuck them in there. I just need to make sure I've at least got some food, just in case one does pop out while we are going and doing a resource collection. But to kick things off, we'll head on out and start grabbing plorts. Batch number 1! I was also considering maybe we should start decorating our ranch as well, because we do have a lot of resources, and as we continue to gather more, that will allow us to start to build trees, rocks, any little decorative items, so we can start to create a theme in different areas. But I think that will come with time. I don't think we need too many plorts to make that happen, but we will need a fair few of the resources in other areas for us to do that. And here we go with batch number 2 on our epic quest to fill up the entire refinery with as many plorts as my ranch can muster. And it's batch number 3 for us now. I've started to incorporate some of the phosphor plorts in there as well, just to make best use of our 6 inventory slots. I am certainly excited to see what the achievements are going to be like in this game as well. I'm curious to see, because once the achievements do, if at any point get released into Slime Rancher 2, I wonder how many of them I'm just randomly going to get. Because I'll bet you a lot of the achievements are going to be like, yo, pop this Scordo, unlock this area, fill the refinery with this amount of stuff, build this. It's all that sort of stuff. But I guess we'll see. And once we do end up finding out what the achievements are going to be, I'd love to go through and do a bit of an achievement guide on what you can do in the game and what you can unlock and how to manage to, acquire all of the achievements as well. Oh my god. Here we go with this nonsense. We're going to be here a while. So I guess this is going to be one of a fair few trips to get every single one of these batty and crystal plorts from the ranch into the refinery. This is going to take a bit of time, but we're going to do a few back and forths. To give you an idea on how many we've got, I'm going to fill up both of the 2 inventory slots with 50 of each different plort, and then in here we hit E, and then it sucks in even more. And there is literally 90 of the pomegranates in there to continue to keep them fed. But we'll go cash these ones in and then continue to grab the rest. Also on the way back, I decided to grab some of the boom and rock plorts, so we're going to just keep on making best use of those inventory slots while we've got 6 of them. So every now and then I'll grab a few from one area, grab a few from another area, fill up our inventory before we do come back to the refinery for each different run that we do. And here we go with another nice full inventory of plorts. I've started to grab some plorts as well from the area that has our 2 sets of phosphor largos. So that's the one with the phosphor hunter and the phosphor pink. So we've got one more run to do for the crystal batties, and then we'll start to mix it up a bit. Poor Beatrix can't even catch a break. She's been working all the way through the night collecting plorts and sending them into the refinery. It's now 5:30 in the morning. Let's see where we're at the moment. How close are we to anything? Let's see. 444 phosphors, 652 pinks. We're not too far off there. I knew that the rocks we were going to have climb up pretty fast, considering we've got a few areas that have the rocks. So it's just a matter of time before we do end up maxing one out. I guess it's probably going to be the rocks first, because we've got a lot of rocks to collect. But the phosphors are going to climb pretty quickly as well, with us having a few exhibits that have got those. But we're going to keep on collecting. Oh boy, here we go again with this madness. Oh my god, that's insane. Well, I guess let's start grabbing plorts. Also, I know that I've only got 1 boom plort in my inventory, but don't worry, I am going to stack it up right the way through to 50 before we go back and cash in at the refinery. And we're back with, just like I promised, 50 boom plorts to chuck into our refinery. That section that's got the batty and boom largos is also maxed out, so we've got 100 of each one to collect from there. Well, I've got got 50 of the booms now because I've collected 50 of them from the machine. And we have a lot of phosphors to collect. There are lots of pinks, lots of phosphors, and lots of hunters. So we're going to go back and we're going to do a few trips. Continue to fill up our inventory with plorts. Yeah, and we've also got this to take care of. Not to mention that this is completely maxed out too. And in case we actually needed more water lettuces, there are some dying over here and a few that are ready to be plucked. And also 100 in there and a whole bunch scattered in there as well. So there is literally every single sign that is telling us we are completely stacked in terms of resources right now. There we go, we're nearly there on another inventory. So we've still got the pink and hunter phosphor gordos to take care of, as well as the tabbies. We need to collect some of the rocks, and then we've also got a lot of cotton and flutter to collect, and not to mention some boom and batty. I really think that we should be pestering the development teams for the implementation of a quick link to the refinery that we can craft and place down in various areas, both in the ranch as well as out there in the world. That would be very convenient, because this right here is absolutely ludicrous. And I guess kind of this as well. I mean, I've collected 50 and 50 and I've still got a whole heap in there, and then I can suck that up and we've got nearly 100 of this, and still got way too many lettuces and way too many lettuces over there, and gosh, it's just never ending. Not to mention you guys, where the production certainly never stops. Grab some of these booms and head back. So you can kind of see what I mean, and you can also look at the time between each different interval where I cut to the point where you actually get to see me chucking the plorts into the refinery. You can see down in the bottom right corner the time in game, where the minutes in game reflects real world seconds and the hours are real world minutes. So you can see it does take me a few minutes to do each run. So it definitely adds up. So if you are playing this game and you like something a bit more fast-paced, well, once you get to a point where it's very sandboxy and resource collecty and grindy, yeah, it does get a little bit boring. But thankfully I've at least got the fact that I am recording this game, and it does very much keep me engaged, and I have goals in the game as well. And one of those goals, honestly, looks like we're about to achieve it. We want to get 999 of a plort. One of them, I don't mind which one, it'll just make me feel like I've achieved something big. So I think pink and rock are going to be our two big ones for that, but I guess we'll see if the phosphor are like that as well. I know that I said that we were probably going to go out and try and find some more resources, but honestly, if I can get 999 of one, or even of a few plorts, I would be happy to call it at that. But I would like to at least feel like I've achieved something that hasn't just been running around the ranch. I know it is kind of satisfying to do and satisfying to watch, but I would like to do something a little bit more unique. So I think if we do manage to get 999 of any of the plorts, we'll go through and we'll build a few cool little decorative things. We'll add a few extra little functions to our ranch as well. Maybe even build some teleporters while we're at it so we can showcase some of that. Alright, so I just want to see if I'm anywhere close to sort of 950 on any of them. Phosphor was still around sort of 700, but I've still got a few more trips to make. Pink we're around 900, but we don't have many more trips we can make, and we're similar in terms of the rocks. But I will keep on pressing on with both the rock and the pink and see if we'll be able to get any more. Rock, we've got 43 at the moment. We've got 2 exhibits for the rocks, but those slimes have pretty much eaten as much as they want. With the phosphors, the hunter phosphor gordo is pretty much done. I can probably get another inventory out of it. The pink phosphor gordo, I could probably get a few more, and I'll double check with the ringtail one as well, because that might have some plorts for me to collect, because I haven't really been there in a bit. So I might quickly pop back and then just see what we can grab. Really just does feel like it's a race to see as to which plort is going to be the one to get to 999 first. I don't think it's going to be the rock, because we just don't have enough. I think that puts us around 930 for the rock. I think we'll make it for pink. Maybe. I'm relatively confident that we should make it for pink. But yeah, phosphor as the runner-up, I'm pretty sure that it would be as well. But let's see where we're sitting now. I still know that we've got a lot more phosphor we can grab. We've got nearly 800 of them. We only need another 50 pinks. If we can get another 50 pinks, we're set. Rocks are pretty much maxed out. I can't get any more rock, unfortunately. So we'll see if we can go grab some more pinks and also see where we sit with the phosphors. And I have a cool idea. My cool idea is what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this epic #1 slime stage. I'm going to fabricate it right now, and whichever slime produces the plorts that we get on here, 999 first, well, I'll pop the slime stage down, and then the slime can stay on that stage as a reminder that it was the producer of the #1 plort. Oh, this could honestly be a bit of a surprise. We've got 32 rocks here now. Where were we at? Were we at 960 something or 970? I don't know. Well, I'm going to go and see if we can grab some more pinks, and we'll see which one gets it first. So our pink cotton Largos have produced 50 pink plorts. Have a look. Machine. 969, and we're at 932 for the pinks. So it looks like we chuck these in there. The rocks are the first to get us to reach 999. But of course, we are going to keep on chucking some more plorts in here and just seeing where we're actually going to end the day off at. Because of course, I can imagine that by the time we cash in all of the pinks, the phosphors and all that sort of stuff, we'll probably be at 999 for them as well, but I guess we'll see. And needless to say, now that we have collected another 50 of each of these, except for the flutters, we'll definitely be fine with pinks in there to reach 999. I did find out as well, if you keep on chucking them in, they don't actually go into the machine. They will just not work. So when you chuck these in, they'll just stop. They'll stop accepting them. Might as well just suck these up and then take them and put them back into the little cash machine thingy. Right. Butters and fatties. I'm sure I could keep doing this forever if we wanted to get as many plorts in this machine as possible, because you can just keep on skipping days if you want to keep farming them up. But there we go. The pink and rocks have been the ones to get us to that point. So I guess we'll either chuck a pink or a rock, or we'll generate a Gordo and we'll chuck a pink rock Gordo up there. But we do have... chuck it down here. Go. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, let's turn off gadget mode. And yeah, next time what we'll do is we will actually go out and explore. We'll do less stuff on the ranch because... I don't know how interesting you guys find it just watching through the stuff that's happening on the ranch at the moment. I know it's a lot of farming and whatnot at this stage, but just to keep everything mixed up a bit, I would like to add some explorative elements in there too. I would love to go and try and find a gold slime for some gold plorts, so we can go out, try and find a gold slime if possible, and also grab a pink slime or a rock slime, and we can fuse it with the opposite plort. I mean, I've got pinks and rocks here. I just need to get a base one so I can fuse it and I can chuck it on its little pedestal to show that it won the competition for 999 plorts. But we will end the episode off there for the time being, and next time on Slime Rancher, we'll go and do that, see if we can find gold, and see if we can explore more of the world and locate some more cool resources. So for now, thank you all so much for joining me on this episode of Slime Rancher 2, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.